Welcome back. So it's been a minute, it's been a while, I know. So for those of you who are new, welcome. This is my dream garage, my dream workshop build. Those returning, welcome back also. As you can see, there's been some changes. I've bought some equipment, some machinery, some tooling, some racking. But for today's video, I've been struggling recently with space. Space is a big issue that I've got at the moment. And now I'm back filming and I want to start getting back on these builds, finishing stuff that I started, which are long overdue. Don't remind me, I know that. And today we're going to be adding steels to the workshop and we're going to be extending out on the front. Reason for this is primarily space. So hopefully it'll turn out good, hopefully it'll look good, but hopefully more importantly it will work and then we can start turning out some real nice projects. So thanks for sticking around. Let me know in the comments below if you're back. I'd love to hear from you. Let's get into it. Okay, so for this part of the build, I've got the feet. So I've got 4 matching plates that I've cut to size and drilled an M10, so actually 11mm hole in it for an M10 all thread. I've got 2 top plates as well, and then I've got your 2 feet that are already fitted on the table. Simply to keep it all square, I've got some end plates on the table and the job and the workpiece is pushed up against that. And then I've got these turned pins that just drop into these 16mm, D16mm holes on the fixture table. And then when I pull my 40-40 box section up against them, I know that's level all the way along. So that's pretty much keeping it square. I'm going to clamp it down now and I'm going to weld the ends up, considering heat. This doesn't matter too much, but I don't want too much heat distortion in it because I don't want it warping and moving too much. So that's both of these made. These are the first 2, which are both matching. So that's the feet. It's going to go onto the concrete, and then here you've got 2 plates on. The ones that are at the back like that are to take steels that way and to take steels that way. It's going to all be bolted together so it can be stripped down quite easily. And then the ones that go that way are obviously to take steel that way. Okay, so we've actually jumped ahead a bit. Got that main frame in. Doing the reference points now for where the next legs will go. This part of the frame, these all threads, these M10 all threads are chemically bonded into the concrete, and then that's bolted down to the pad. They're just red oxided for now. Got that leg. That's coming across. So that frame comes across there. Same again, different directional plates which I've already welded on, so I can bring the frame across here and then down into the ground at that point there. Same distance. I'm cutting all the steels as pairs, so everything's going to be exactly the same both sides. And then I've just made a brace for tying it into the wall there, which I've got a red oxide next time I'm doing some. So now we're going to move on and we've got to make a brace the same as that side, but it's going to have to go a bit of a curve. It's going to come from here to here because I've chemically bonded that into the wall as well. So what we'll do now is we're going to knock this up on the fly press. Now this is 30 by 8 flat, so that means it's 30mm wide, it's 8mm thick, and it's flat stock. I've marked it up with some reference points to what I think is where the bends need to be. So we'll have a go, we'll see if we can make it happen. As I do more videos on this press, I'm going to have to make more tooling and stuff, so there will be some tooling videos for this eventually coming up. But for now, I'm hoping we can use this tool that I've previously already made for the initial bend. I might take it that way. So this is 4, this is a Norton 4, so this is 4 ton of pressure. We're gonna see how that's looking. This is exactly why I need to make tooling and stuff for this. Just being real, I'm just showing you guys real footage. I need to make tooling for this and start actually using the fixing points. But until I've actually made a bench for it, which is going to be a video, if you want that video, let me know, otherwise I'll just make it. I need to make a bench for it that I can actually clamp it, bolt it to the bench as well and get rid of these clamps. Because it's kind of tricky really at the moment. Okay, so we've got pretty much what I wanted. It's not quite as pretty as I originally asked for because it's so thick, 8mm thick. It's not that forgiving when you haven't heated it up, and I haven't built my forge yet, so I did it cold. Now, it's going to work, I've just tried it. I need to drill the M10 hole now in this side, and then we're going to get it up. I've got to just tweak it on the anvil now, and then it should pretty much fit. I'll get the hole drilled, and then we'll test fit it. Flush on the property wall, and then fitting flush on there as well. And I've angled it down. That point there is slightly higher, so it actually angles down. Well, now that is, before there was a lot of forward movement and backwards movement, and just going straight and then into the wall, a bit like that, straight and in, it still would have had a lot like here. Now there's still forwards and backwards movement. There's no side to side because you're up against 2 walls, but you still got forward and backwards in that corner, which will be ruled out here. But here now, because it comes off forward and then back, it eliminates that forward and backwards movement. So now that, I mean, look, it doesn't move, so I'm pretty happy with that. Days. So we've got these up. All these steels here are levelled off and red oxided. So now I'll put these lugs on here, there and there, to screw some timbers to the side there. I'm going to fix some to the property wall there running up here, and then that gives me some timbers either side to screw panels to and build this corner up. So now the plan is I'm going to strip this pallet down piece by piece, cut them to length, and then they will screw on like that all the way up. So this is where we're at now. This whole length's up. This right hand side's finished off. And then if I come round here, the back side, that's how it's looking. I've left a nice 15mm gap underneath because the water's got to run down through here and run into that drainway there. So whenever I wash cars and stuff, I don't want to be trapping the water. I need it to flow through. This isn't going to be like a fully shut up and sealed extension, so I can allow for that. how it's finishing. So now I've obviously got to do the same this side, which that will be in the next video, so stick around, look out for that one. The next one we'll get the steels up this side, the wooden battens the same to mirror that side. We're going to join the steels across the top together. We're going to add some strengthening steels across, so we'll get the roof on, get it watertight, and then we can kind of move on and start backfilling, actually putting things in here and looking at a door. So if you've got any comments, or if you have done similar, or you're experienced in this field and you see how I could improve it, please comment below. But give me a like, and I'll see you in the next one.